Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we get some basic syntax then before ever we can go to one. So we don't previously explain the other one then, but fortunately I left the idea at the end where I think is very, very important. One of which is we get a look at this lambda express, this series of syntax. We already use the concept of using the series of syntax. Now for reduce the amount of going to the back end and code. Rather, you will do what is supposed to do in a controller, or you server end or a back end, whatsoever how you call them. You will use another view and make sure that you pass certain functions or conditions that we want for pass. We directly you will hit into the database and manipulate your database. So as a result, this is the beauty of the MVC.NET, especially the .NET Core. The .NET Core also gets an inbuilt functionality of which I don't show a distinction between the .NET MVC and .NET Core. So we use ways of view for help so that the MVC also will get the functionality of the .NET Core. What will happen here is this one here. So yeah, now a default that I need forget a model, but getting the model you need first forget what's in the class. What is the class name? A student management system. Now in the class name. So within the class name, I get what I call the model, because I have to access all the models then. And within this model, which of the model do I need? Now branch. Meaning I want to access the database, but this database gets a name model called branch. We tie to this class. Then I also get for invoke in a namespace. This namespace where the import now data entity. Why I call them? Because I want to access my database. If you don't invoke this one, forget about it. You don't able to access your database. After I invoke this one, automatically I then call another one where I want to create an instance of the database. Another one for call the whole database and work on it, which is now poor way for, in fact, they allow you. So therefore, whenever you want to manipulate your data, you create a copy of that data, meaning an instance of that data, where you use the instance for call all the tables where they inside that database day. Meaning, so that I need student table, I need branch, I need district, I need enrollment table, all the tables where they I just want to get a single instance, whatever table I need, I just call the instance. I inherit in functionalities or in tables where there is a. So now in Aduna, exactly if you read so far, I think I don't explain the whole of this slide in this explanation. You can pause it, read, you understand, even to the next slide as well, because I don't explain what in this using they do when I erase of syntax then a directive, so they use for import to namespace name. For it will help you follow your access to database now. So even this one, I don't even explain them. We don't create the instance, put in this call the base paper, and I have to use this at when in the use follow get a good. If I only use a single at without a curly brace, meaning I need a single line code. But when I need a block of code, meaning more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code, I use the curly brace. Within the curly brace, I will pass all the logic same. I like it take me thousands code same within where I interact with the server directly. I will pass an inside this curly brace. Now here I try to explain. This now I create an instance of the database, instantiate the database, and use that instance, pass the variables and then we have one for manipulate on. In summary, you go read so far. I think I will explain everything. Pause and read and try for see what I explain as against what you read, if it makes sense. I create another thing I way very important where I want to explain to you. What's the concept I want to explain to you? There is one functionality in here. Two things here. The brick, forget about the render, the word brick, and the sender and the event. This one here. Good. These settings dot setting exports. This are pull out from a particular frame where now a frame for Now a group we get a frame with a grid view. The grid view they like Excel, it gets rows and column. So that cell we did it. You know, say which side they intersect the row and the column, it make a cell, a small box like that cell they we call brick. In previous notes, now I explained the what's a brick. I try for identify just like what I don't talk in Creole. But the brick, once we click a particular cell, it will perform a function. For example, if you have to load the data, or have to edit the data, or have to manipulate the data within that cell. So now we get what you call a function, an event, a method. This is a method, now a function, now an event. But we get an argument, we get the event argument. The event argument, now you get the parameters then, the things them, where you want for use, for instruct this guide, where now the objects, now yeah, what for the way we call sender, this man. So waiting and I just say E dots. If I want to click, I say E dot when somebody click. E dot when somebody enter a record. E dot when somebody don't enter the record as he left, he pull the mouse to fire this. Now exactly and the parameters and the instructions and the way he pull from this guy, for this guy he will operate with. You know see? So if you tie this guy to a cell, all waiting they happen in that cell, they can inside this man. So now insofar, I also try to explain this condition, but I'm not going to explain now. It's just to get an understanding. When we go into the practical, you understand better. I explain each line, you understand what in this they talk about, you understand the brick, and I explain now. Alhamdulillah. Pause the video and read for yourself. Try first, listen what I explain first, then pause the video, then from there you follow. I don't explain exactly the sender. I know they repeat them again, let the video know. I even make a case study. What's a case study? I say the button, you get a button. When you click the button, say save. Let the record go to the database. So because of the let the record go to the database, that button get two things. The first thing at the sender, when at the object. Second thing at the event. If the event will get a click event, then it click. If not tell us it click, any I click I know they click. So now this they control the button. Now this I try for create a case study for let you understand how it operates. You don't see. So now exactly I talk about now it respond, how the button they respond. So if you can again now the same thing I try for break them down now into detail. For example, the sender now how it trigger, how the button they trigger, what they happen. Yeah, if I want to pass a particular parameter, what for you, the arguments and event arguments. I think now this I try to explain. After this now, we go back to the code. Now yeah, this condition, we explain them. I want you read a number only when we reach to the code, read there, try for check the condition. Because these event arguments get a row type. So then not only the grid view, you have a clicker if something not did, meaning if not did, now zero, waiting for happen. Read the conditional statement and see by default, you don't need to worry yourself about this code. Or reach there, we go practicalize and you see and you feel them for yourself. Here are the various color, the big style color. You want to forget a color. You see what I talk about the event arguments. You see I want to forget this cell a color, big style. Now in arguments in this. Then also which color type. Now back color. Then from there now you give them the color and assign them to them. So if I now say that whole UTC here now, if you want to forget them, I think the color we want to forget at this time gray. You can even change your back to another color. You don't see, look at a gray. So these are just for you understand. These are the summaries of all the things I will explain. Relax and now we wait for the practical now, inshallah. Once again, I say that don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you get subsequent videos.